So about 12 years ago, I went into my first yoga class that I had no idea was about to change my life. It was still a younger studio by my house that I would go to every Tuesday and Thursday, and I would feel leaving blissed out after every class, not knowing back then why I was feeling the way I was feeling. But it was that 1 hour that I would always look forward to. And over time, I began to realize that yoga was helping me in other aspects of life as well, like beyond the physical aspect. I used to be a very different person. I used to be very not confident, very shy, very anxious. And I feel like yoga was helping me become a more aware person, a more present person, and more connected to myself. So I started to dive deeper into the practice, started to understand the mind-body connection, and started to understand why I was feeling the way I was feeling. The first yoga book I read was B.K.S. Iyengar's Light on Yoga, and I started to understand the different aspects of yoga, which helped me understand myself better. Fast forward to about 5 years ago, I was going through a really rough time and a really hard heartbreak, and the only place I found solace in was yoga and music. Back then I had lost my sense of self. I was feeling stuck, I was feeling unhappy, I was feeling very unloved, and I feel like the earth below me had literally opened up. I was so stressed to the point where my digestive system had stopped functioning. I was in the hospital for a few days and no doctor could figure out what was wrong with me, because physically everything was fine, but again back then I didn't understand the mind-gut connection. And as someone who is very internal, I internalized my emotions. Barely two people back then knew what I was actually going through. So I was literally going through a roller coaster of emotions internally, and that's when I decided to go study yoga. And initially I wanted to go study yoga just for myself, for my own sanity. I didn't really know if I wanted to share this practice and teach, but I knew I needed to make a change for myself. I knew I needed something different, and that's when I moved to Australia, to the other side of the world, to go study yoga. Best decision ever. And that's when my healing journey started. I became a more aware person. I started to love myself more, started to trust myself more, and I feel like I found my purpose. I feel like when you decide to live a life in alignment with the way you're supposed to live, the universe really provides. In that 1 year, I feel like I met the best people. I found a community. I found so many opportunities that came my way that allowed me to live the life that I wanted to live, a life that I hadn't even dreamed of. But everything just started to fall into place, and the past 5 years have been a full journey, a full trip of self-discovery, of transformation, of change, of growth, of evolution, of just becoming a more authentic version of myself. And today I'm super proud of my 28-year-old self who had the courage to make that decision to want better and to step out of my comfort zone, which was not something that came very easily to me back then. But I'm very happy with where I am today, and I feel like I owe this transformation and this journey to yoga. And when I say yoga, I don't mean only the physical aspect. I mean, movement was a big part of it, but there were a lot of other aspects that added to yoga that allowed me to manifest the life that I currently live. It was little practices of letting go, of finding community, of surrendering, of trusting the universe, and a lot of little things and experiences, and understanding myself better and knowing better, and putting myself in situations of growth and change that allowed me to make this change and live the life that I live currently. And so yeah, I'm here to share everything that I have learned along the way. Nothing brings me more joy than sharing this practice. I feel like I heal a little myself when I teach a class, when I share a practice, when I'm holding space. So if you are going through anything, I just want you to know that there is light on the other side of the tunnel. If I can do it, you can do it. I was actually supposed to start my YouTube channel with this video, but it felt too vulnerable. But I feel like it's important to share because someone else might be going through something similar and this might be helpful. So thank you for being here, and thank you for following along. Stay tuned for more.